So I'm going to share with you what happened due to poor maintenance, lack of observation skills to this snowblower last winter. After a huge snowstorm, the blade got caught, the shave blade got caught in the auger due to a bolt coming loose. And I didn't realize what was going on at first, replaced the shear pin with a bolt, and that's what can happen. Use a shear pin. I wound up having to cut off by hand. I couldn't get any equipment in there, but I had to cut off by hand with a hacksaw this portion of the shave plate that got caught in the auger. Okay, remove that piece by cutting it and then bending it out. And our auger is still jammed in there really good. Okay, I straightened out this auger where it was jammed up in here. Bent it back into place. It's back in slot now, but there's a gap. I'm gonna get a hammer and straighten that out. Okay, so we got the somewhat crippled machine up and running for the snowstorm. And in this video, we're going to concentrate on replacing the old plate. Now these bolts were just completely seized up, so cutting them off with an angle grinder makes the most sense. Here's an occasion where you need to remove this guard, because I'm just not able to get the cut I need. I'm going to cut too much into the metal. Okay, it is free. So I'm going to take just a little bit of time to spruce up this 25-year-old machine heading into its 26th winter of service. So I'm just kind of cleaning off some of the old buildup of rust. And then I'm going to also touch it up with some primer and paint. Put a little lipstick on the pig. Just happen to have this. It's black. It's left over from another job. Primer. I'm just speeding this up a little bit. Didn't have the perfect match, but it looks better than it did before and maybe protect it a little bit. So for this job you need special length carriage bolts, 5/8 inch long. Couldn't find them anywhere, so I used a couple jam nuts and cut this off with an angle grinder. And there's the hardware ready to go, 4 of each. Now if you notice that new shave plate on the floor there, it's cut at a right angle. It's bent at a right angle on each end, and it mounts on the rearmost skid plate bolt. So I have to take those off. These were so badly rusted on there, most of them just snapped. And I'm going to put all 4 new ones on there. Okay, this is a real snug fit, so once I got it in there, I tapped it in. Use a block of wood if you don't want to damage the fresh paint on your new part. Okay, just repeat 3 times. Okay, just finger tighten them for now until we get all of them in, then we'll tighten them all up. So I've cut out both the old bolts, and this is going to have to be lowered below the shoe. We'll show that adjustment later. But I have another job in the meantime. I have to open this square up a little bit in here in the replacement blade because it didn't line up quite right. So I'm just filing this out. Okay, we can tighten these down. but we'll leave some adjustment in these yet to get our blade height set right. Our alignment's better over on this side. It's going to fit right in there. These could have been, these bolts actually didn't need to be trimmed as much as they were. Anti-seize, not a bad idea. Again, give these a little room to move. There's 1/8 inch right in the middle. Happens to be the thickness of that ruler. So here you can see the reason for that those 5/8 inch bolts. Anything longer and you'd be hitting the ground. Shave plate, 1/8 inch. Hey, it's ready for action. Because it isn't going to be long and we're going to be not pushing leaves through there, but the white stuff. Thanks for watching. And please subscribe if you find this material useful, because I'm going to keep making more. Bye now.